in the game.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
We're set. 19, 29. Coming to you, coming to you.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On second down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 7 yards there and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Coleman. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
20 attack. 19. 59. I'm going back to you.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check.
Johnson on the counter. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Yeah, baby. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Go.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past... the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 53 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We've got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
He's checking.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9. Watson, he'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 bucks.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. They'll run with Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. Throwing on second down. Watson, open man, the tight end falls. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
21. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Miller. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Short throw. Fells has got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it. It's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Watson on 1st down. Buying time, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Fells has it, left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I'm coming. Right there, 54, right there. 54.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They will run again with Coleman. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, this is Miller, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They begin the drive with Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 yards, first down Niners. On first down, Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't get nervous.
On first and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
I don't think you got it, son. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing again is Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Let's go, set. 19, 54. Let's go.
One last throw here for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?